So hello everyone and welcome to part 3 of this series of Mega Gardevoir series, as you can see from the thumbnail I've put up. So today it's time for some post narrations. I felt like I have 3 decent battles to show you guys, and without any further ado, because you already know the team from my previous 2 uploads, if you don't, I really recommend you watching the team analysis and otherwise just the live session, because you will learn the team from that as well. If you want some more in-depth information, then just watch the team analysis. I will put both links in the description. The link to the team will also be in the description, as my Twitter will also be in the description. So without any further ado, we will jump into the first battle. This battle, I'm actually still in my testing phase, but I lead off with Landorus-Therian, which doesn't have a nickname yet. Nickname should be Solution, but he leads with Mega Scissor, and I do not feel threatened. I just want to go for a Earthquake, predicting him to U-turn. Nothing on this team really appreciates an Earthquake, except for Gengar with Levitate, but you're not going to switch in a Gengar on a Landorus, risking that I can go for knockoff. He goes into Terrakion. Terrakion cannot do really anything to me, so I just decide to go for a U-turn, as I go into my Bisharp and then pursue Trap It, because I know he doesn't want to risk me going for Sucker Punch that early in game, and he doesn't want to risk the Focus Miss. So in comes Bisharp. We cannot really touch each other, but I don't want him to set up in my face. So after he reveals the Roost, I think I've already revealed Roost one time before that, but I decide to switch out into a check, into actually pretty much a counter, which is Keldeo. I just decided to go for Skull, because if he wants to switch into Azumarill, there is a chance that I can burn that. I don't burn it, but I do get crit, which is really fortunate, and this reveals to me that he is a Citrus bit, that he is the Belly Drum variant. So I go into Rotom-Wash, which completely walls that, and I do run enough speed to actually outspeed Belly Drum Azumarill. So I decide to go for a Volt Switch. Would probably not even have killed the Azumarill, but regardless, I go into Bisharp, and I think I just go for the Iron Head, just a safe play. In another video, I'm just going to go for a knockoff on the Clefable. But this game, I just decided to go for a safe play, and now I can just switch in Keldeo again, as he does go for the SD. Keldeo can live any hit, because every hit that Scissor usually packs is not very effective. Spec Scald does actually knock it out, which is really nice. He doesn't really have any switches for Keldeo. He goes into Magnetism, revealing to me that is Scarf. So I decide to go into my Kyurem-Black, which can take any hit, even if he wants to go for Flash Cannon, but there's no reason to go for Flash Cannon on a Keldeo. So he goes into Terrakion. Terrakion is a threat. I just switch in my Solution, Landorus-Therian, and got off the Intimidate. That stone at just 25%. That is pitiful damage right there. But there's no reason staying in, so I'm just going to click U-turn on the Clefable. That is fine. I can just switch into my Bisharp and just go for an Iron Head. Or actually go for a knockoff. That was actually this game, because I predicted him to switch out into the Magnezone, but there was no need to do that. I should have just gone for the safe play and possibly kill it. But now I can just go into my Landorus-Therian. There's nothing that he wants to switch in on an Earthquake, and Clefable's going to die at this range of HP. So I'm actually looking really solid in this game, and you can really see the potential of this team. A lot of pivoting going on right now. But I do know how to beat the Azumarill, so I just want some damage on it. There's no real need to keep Landorus around. His Terrakion is probably Lead Sash with Stealth Rock, so it's not Scarf, so nothing really to worry about. So, and I still have Rotom-Wash in the back, of course. Go for a Volt Switch, does take it out, so as you can see, I did outspeed the Azumarill, and now I can just go into Keldeo. I'm just going to sack it to the Volt Switch, and then I can just get a safe switch into whatever. He goes into his Terrakion, obviously, because there's no other option. I can just go into Landorus-Therian and just get off the Intimidate. That was really nice. And now it does allow me to get a free switch into Gardevoir, which does have HP ground. It would kill the Terrakion from this amount of HP and with a minus special defense, I think. But it's definitely going to kill the Magnezone, as that is quite weak to the HP ground. So Magnezone is going to go down, and I can just kill the Terrakion with a Hyper Voice. I actually win this game 3-0, but I do feel like there was a lot going on, and I made some nice plays. I may have misplayed with the Bisharp as well, but it didn't really end up mattering. So I really felt like this game was pretty good to show. The next battle is actually a really interesting battle as well. against Cat Lover. I lead with my solution, as he leads with his, or her, probably, Landorus-Therian. He decides to U-turn, and I decide, well, I fear nothing from you, and you do not have a solid way of getting rid of your rocks, except for Excadrill, which can carry Rapid Spin, but you have to find an opportunity to Rapid Spin, since Excadrill is pretty frail. So I go into my Nega. I don't care if I get burned, because I'm mainly specially offensive with the Fusion Bolt, but I don't really feel like I need Fusion Bolt, so I just decide to go for an Earth Power. Terra Volt actually does negate the Levitate ability in Rotom, so Rotom would take a lot of damage, if not take it out completely. So my Nega has no business staying into against the T-Tar. She gets up her rocks. Nothing I can do about that anymore. So what you do now is just predict a Rotom and go for a U-turn. She had no business leaving T-Tar in right there, so I can just switch around and I get a free switch into my maiden. And that's really good, because she can only switch an Excadrill one time, because after Stealth Rock she is going to die to a second one, even though that only does 3%, but that 3% is actually going to matter, because if she would lose in 3% right there, then she could not live another Hyper Voice. So every time I switch in maiden right now, it's going to get a kill, so that's really solid, but I need some safe switch-ins, and it's unfortunate the Stealth Rocks are up and I have no Pokemon that can get rid of it. But solution is decent check to Excadrill, and he does not have any reason to stay in anymore, so I just go for U-turn and I switch in my maiden again. No, I actually go into Kyurem, because Kyurem also does a number to his team. I can go for a Earth Power, as that does negate the Levitate, so that will kill the Rotom-Wash. And now he actually switches in his maiden, his Gardevoir. And without the Mega Evolution, my Kyurem is actually faster, because Gardevoir is base 80 speed and Kyurem-Black is base 95. So Ice Beam does a solid amount. I go into Bisharp and actually click Pursuit right here. If I would have gone Sucker Punch, that would have actually made this game a lot easier for me, but he does stay in and just goes for Hyper Voice. I thought it would be that obvious that I would Sucker Punch that he would want to switch, but he didn't, she didn't. Well, this does allow me to get a free kill with Keldeo though, but it's a bit unfortunate I lost Bisharp without any solid reasoning, because Bisharp could do a number 2 steam with the priority Sucker Punch. The only thing that I couldn't touch is Keldeo, and even Keldeo is going to get a lot of damage from the Bisharp. But I go into solution. We actually both pull doubles. This is really solid play on her part. Maybe I should have just let it go, and then I got a safe switch into My Little Pony. But I decided that I wanted to keep my Landorus. So Gardevoir is going to survive, and I'm going to switch into my Mega Gardevoir. I can just get a kill right here. She decides to fodder off the Excadrill, and I can kill it with a Hyper Voice. That's fine. And now she can switch in something that is going to threaten me out. That is more than likely going to kill me. Landorus-Therian has actually no damage at all. But I do predict a U-turn, but she actually decides to go for knockoff, so I go for another Hyper Voice and take it out. I would have preferred the U-turn, then I would have taken out either the Keldeo or his Gardevoir. So that was actually a solid part. Nice middle ground right there with a knockoff, and that was actually probably the thing that decides the outcome of this match. Because my Rotom-Wash is going to take a lot of damage from the Keldeo, it's going to win the 1v1, but it's going to lose to Mega Gardevoir then, because Mega Gardevoir is going to be outspeeding both my Pokemon and is going to be living with 6%. And that will actually be the outcome of the game. Spoiler alert right there. I'm really sorry, but well, this part of the battle you should already know. You should already see that I'm more than likely going to lose this. Solution not able to live that, and Rotom not able to outspeed the Gardevoir, so that's really unfortunate. But once again, if I would have clicked Sucker Punch with the Bisharp, that would have actually worked out really well. But regardless of that, this video is about showcasing this team, how it works, and I do feel like I did a pretty good job in this battle, just showcasing how this team works. All 6 Pokemons did a fair share. Bisharp should have done a bit more, but that was not Bisharp, but that was mainly me making him not the safe play, trying to make a flashy play for YouTube, but that's how it goes. So this is the last battle actually. I'm on the other side this time. At least with Terrakion, I with Solution. Again, Solution, I just want to get rocks. I cannot do anything. He's gonna get rocks because he does have a Sash, and he's actually faster than me. But revealing that he's faster than me, yeah, I probably carry rocks because the only person that carries rocks on Bisharp is Robotnik Sexy. So I would probably have rocks on this Landorus-Therian. I'm going to Rotom-Wash because Rotom-Wash takes actually on a fair amount of his team. Except for Mega Medicham, I was really surprised that max defense, max HP Rotom dies to a high jump kick from this Medicham. But that allows me to get a free switch into My Little Pony, even though Rotom-Wash takes on the majority of his team, except apparently for the freaking Mega Medicham. But in comes Dragonite. Dragonite is actually going to be Bandit. We will see that later on in this battle. That is Bandit Extreme Suit variant. But he pulls a nice double, predicting my Landorus-Therian right there. So I go into my Nega, which is a check. Not really a counter, but a check. He's probably predicting me to be Scarf Kyurem. So he doesn't want to stay in, and he goes into his Landorus. I didn't even predict anything. I just clicked Ice Beam because that's my only stat move, and I figured that would do quite some damage. And now he goes into Bisharp, probably predicting me to still be Scarf, but I go for the Earth Power, and he's going to kill me with the combination of Pursuit and Sucker Punch. But I do get a lot of damage on his team due to bluffing the Scarf, apparently. I didn't know that would happen, but I go into My Little Pony because My Little Pony will be able to take any hit from this Bisharp and then just retaliate with the Scald. He didn't have anything to switch in. He goes into Dragonite, and I just go into my Solution just to get off the Intimidate. If he wants to set up a DD, well, then it's fine, I guess. I can take any hit afterwards. But this reveals to me that he is Choice Bandit, because after the -1, that shouldn't do that much damage. Fortunately, I do want the Stone Edge, but maybe after seeing that he was Bandit, I should have switched in Bisharp. But as you will see in a matter of seconds, that Extreme Speed, even after the -1, is still going to do a lot because he crits me. I had no other option than just to go for the Pursuit right there. If he wanted to switch, then it would die, and if I couldn't go for the Sucker Punch because Extreme Speed would out-prioritize me. I do go for the Sucker Punch on the Greninja because Greninja, I just wanted some damage on the Greninja, and it wasn't really going to do anything else this match. I didn't want to switch anything in on the Greninja. So I go into my Maiden. My Maiden can lift any hit from this Greninja. Fortunately, it's not Aura's OU, where it can carry the Gunk Shot. But I just take it out with a Hyper Voice, and Medicham is going to take me out with a Fake Out. But then I do have Specs Keldeo in the back, which is able to retaliate with a Choice Specs Hydro Pump. I wasn't really sure whether Scald would kill, and I couldn't be bothered to calc it, so I just went for the safe, well, quote-unquote, safe Hydro Pump, and kill it. So I really hope you enjoyed this series. Next week I'm going to do a different series with a different team, which has to be determined yet. Actually, I want to get better at RU as well. I want to do a laddering series, a Road to Knowledge series in RU, where I want to get top 10 with it with a bunch of different teams. But that will be next to my regular 3 videos a week. So that's just extra content, as I'm actually going to try and get better at the RU series. So if you're looking forward to more team building videos and actually a live session for the RU, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Feel free to share it on the Twitter, or just feel free to contact me in general. If you struggle to build teams, or you want to use my teams, or you just want to contact me about Pokemon in general, feel free to do that. Do that in the comment section. Do that on Twitter, which will be in the description, as I said, I think twice this video already. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully I will see you next time. Peace.